Manchester City. For Brighton, they make one change from the side that took on Fulham last weekend and secured a late 2-1 victory thanks to a João Pedro penalty. Also lining up in a 4-2-3-1 formation, but for Bruggen in goal, back four of Jack Hinshelwood, Jan-Paul van Hecke, Adam Webster, the captain of Pervis Estepinian from right to left, Carlos Baliba and Diego Gomez in the midfield two slots with Yankuba Minter, Jorginho Rutter and Kao Mitoma behind João Pedro up top. This one of 4 live Premier League games to bring into you this afternoon across the Flash Score Live audio commentary series. You can also listen to Everton against West Ham, Ipswich against Nottingham Forest and Southampton against Wolves at St Mary's. But here our full focus is on this one at the Etihad Stadium. Pep Guardiola, the Manchester City manager, said that there's 10 cup finals left to make sure his sides are in the Champions League next season. And the win probability only has them at 52%, 23% chance the draw this afternoon, 25% chance of Brighton winning according to the calculations. Brighton who can leapfrog Manchester City and into the top 4 provisionally with a victory here this afternoon. Chelsea take on Arsenal at the Emirates tomorrow afternoon. And of course we'll keep you up to date with all the goals from across the EFL Championship this afternoon. Leeds United again dropping points. 2 minutes after Brighton and Hove Albion had a goal disallowed at one end to Manchester City get given a penalty at the other. Haaland feeding in Marmoush, who basically stepped inside on the right-hand flank in and around the 6-yard box. But as he did so, Adam Webster came sliding in for the ball, took out the man. And Manchester City have a golden chance to take the lead from the penalty spot. And for Erling Haaland, perhaps a bit of history here. He's been involved in 99 Premier League goals in just 93 appearances, scoring 83 and providing 16 assists. He could become the first player to reach 100 goal involvements in the Premier League in fewer than 100 games. He could do it with 6 games to go. And he's being handed the ball by the Manchester City captain Ruben Diaz. On the 10-minute mark, Manchester City with a penalty and a golden opportunity to hit the front at the Etihad. It's Erling Haaland with the responsibility from the spot. He stares down the goalkeeper. Has scored only 3 of the last 5 penalties that he has had in the Premier League. But there's a chance for a century of goal involvements in the Premier League. Haaland steps up. It's a left-footed strike in towards the bottom right-hand corner. Was there any doubt that Erling Haaland wasn't going to open the scoring for Manchester City from the penalty spot? His 100th Premier League goal involvement in just his 94th game. That's another record that has been smashed by this towering Norwegian Viking of a striker. 11 minutes gone, Manchester City 1, Brighton Hove Albion 0, and it's Erling Haaland from the penalty spot that has given City the lead. Well, a beautiful penalty from Haaland. Left-footed towards the bottom right-hand corner. He sent Bart Verbruggen the wrong way. Area. Remember, this one of 4 live Premier League games this afternoon. The other 3 are also goalless. Everton 0, West Ham 0, Ipswich 0, Nottingham Forest 0, and Southampton 0, Wolves 0 at St Mary's. You can listen to all 3 of those games, as I say, elsewhere on the Flash Score live audio commentary service this afternoon. Ortega punts the ball forward. Was looking to find Doku in and around the halfway. It's recovered by Baliba on the half for Brighton. It's being put under pressure by Erling Haaland. Here's Adam Webster up against Marmoush. And Hecke will play it back in towards the path of Bart Verbruggen in the Brighton and Hove Albion goal. Short in towards the possession of Webster, who gave away the penalty, which put Manchester City in front in the 11th minute. Carlos Baliba playing in the centre-back role and now looking to shift it out towards the right-hand side. Van Hecke in towards the path of Diego Gomez. And now Bart Verbruggen once again for Brighton. Adam Webster towards the edge of his own penalty area, being put under pressure by Zavinia. Baliba, who had a triangle of sky blue shirts in front of him, but manages to clear the ball beyond the halfway, only to be picked up by Kushinov, who just couldn't quite get his footing together. Was trying to clear the ball upfield, but can only clear it out of play for a throw into Brighton on the left-hand side, just beyond the halfway line, around about 5 yards inside Manchester City territory. Will be taken on the left by Pervis Estepinian, who will play it back in towards the possession of Adam Webster. Pings the ball forward Right-footed towards the edge of the penalty area. Glanced away by Rico Lewis. Recovered by Pedro, edge of the box on the left-hand side. Pedro up against Lewis. Drifted in field. Tried to get a crossing. Came off the City man. Back out towards Pedro. In towards the path for Estepinian. Pedro again towards Gomez. Was looking to feed through Estepinian inside the box, but City managed to clear their line. Savinho pushed to the ground, and it's going to be a free kick to Brighton Hove Albion, and it's also going to be a yellow card for Kara Matoma, who brought him down. Not quite been the ideal start to the afternoon for Kara Matoma. Had a goal ruled out in the 7th minute, and now finds himself in Simon Hooper's notebook. Meanwhile, in the Championship, a few goals to be described elsewhere this afternoon. Blackburn and Cardiff, decent start there at Ewood Park, one apiece there. Derby County leading at Plymouth Argyle by a goal. Big game down the bottom of the Championship table. And at the top end of the table, Burnley have taken the lead against Swansea City. They did score quite early on there at the Swansea.com stadium, and we'll take it to St Mary's in a second. Not before Marmoush brings the ball down here for City. Haaland 25 yards out, edge of the D, brings it inside. Great sliding challenge though by Diego Gomez to stop Haaland from getting a shot away. Came sliding in from behind, had to get that inch perfect, otherwise he would have given away a free kick and he probably would have been in severe trouble himself. A proper old school challenge that. Gomez sliding in, clean connection with the ball. Haaland unable to make any hay on that particular chance, and the ball trickled in towards the path for Bart Verbruggen in the Brighton and Hove Albion goal. 19.5 gone. Manchester City 1, Brighton Hove Albion 0 here in the Premier League on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service, where remember tomorrow we'll have the Carabao Cup final live for you as Liverpool take on Newcastle United for the first piece of silverware of the season. As Brighton move their way forward here, Rudea being brought down towards the edge of the penalty area, just infield from the right-hand side. It was Nico Gonzalez that brought him down. Manchester City pleading his innocence, but Simon Hooper giving the Seagulls a set-piece opportunity right on the edge of the penalty area here on the right-hand side. A shove in the back by Gonzalez. Not too much by way of contact, but enough in the eyes of the referee to give the free kick. As we pass the 20-minute mark here at the Etihad. Manchester City 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 0. And a good opportunity here for the Seagulls to test Stefan Ortega in the Manchester City goal. 2 over it in the Seagulls gold. Diego Gomez, one of them that's over it, and Pervis Estepinian the other. Belieber just dropping back from that particular conversation. Jeremy Doku will play the role of the Manchester City draft excluder. And about 20 yards out, just centred towards the right-hand side, this Brighton Hove Albion free kick. To be taken by Estepinian and into the back of the net. What a free kick that was! A left-footed strike. Midway through this first half, we are back on terms. Manchester City 1, Brighton Hove Albion 1. A perfect strike from Pervis Estepinian. Well, Stefan Ortega looks a solemn figure in the Manchester City goal. A free kick right by the edge of the area, struck perfectly from him. And as soon as it hit the post, Ortega, when he looked in no man's land, he knew that the ball was destined for the back of the net. And it's another potential bitter blow for Manchester City. At home this season, it hasn't quite been their fortress, and Brighton have pegged them back level. And for Pervis Estepinian, it's his first Premier League goal of the season. What a time, and what a place to get it. The Etihad Stadium to level things up. 1-1 midway through this first half, and what a game we've had here up to press on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service. And so Manchester City being forced to respond again. And for Brighton, it keeps up that tally of entertaining games. They've now scored in 27 of their last 30 in all competitions. And in the last 31 matches, both teams have scored in 23 matches that they have played. Always entertainment when Fabian Hirschler's side are around. And now they're looking to press forward to move in front. João Pedro, the ball on the left-hand side, was appealing for a handball against Rico Lewis, not given by the referee Simon Hooper. In towards the path of Nico Gonzalez for Manchester City in the middle of his own half as he reached the midway point of the first half. Manchester City 1, Brighton Hove Albion 1 here on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service. Here's Nico Gonzalez towards the halfway for Manchester City. Being put under pressure by João Pedro, will play it out in towards the path of Ruben Diaz. Out towards Doku, left-hand side, 10 yards inside opposition territory. Driving at Minter, gets on the inside of him. Doku has got Believer to be. Gundogan in towards the path of Kujanov. Savinho on the right-hand side. Ruger's pass, Estepina. Savinho with an effort. Parried away by Verbruggen. Stuck his right leg out and got it away in the Seagulls' goal. But here's Gavardio, edge of the box. In towards the possession of Gundogan. Doku, cross goes in, right-footed. Low Joe looking to find Harlan around the penalty spot. Half cleared towards Marmouche. Up against Belieber. Back towards Doku again for Manchester City down the left flank. Being forced out towards the edge of the penalty area towards the path of Gavardio who moves infield. Ruben Diaz now for Manchester City. Short towards Lewis. Gonzalez had two up against him. Gomez gets it away for Brighton. Now look to counter. João Pedro towards the halfway. Fires the ball forward towards Matoma, who's been put under pressure by Diaz. Cleared away by Stefan Ortega, but picked up on the half by João Pedro for Brighton Hove Albion. Here's Carlos Belieber in towards the path of Adam Webster, the Brighton Hove Albion skipper, in and around the centre circle. Webster forward towards Diego Gomez, will drive through the middle. He's got two up against him, now free, but manages to find the pass back in towards Estepinian, who's sweetly struck free kick in the 22nd minute. Has level proceedings up here. Ball fired out towards the right-hand side for Brighton. Couldn't quite find Yankuba Minter towards the edge of the box. Flicked away by Josko Gavardiol, and it's a Brighton Hove Albion throw on the right, around about 30 yards out from goal. Well, we did tell you there was a goal at St Mary's, and Wolves have taken the lead against Southampton. Jean-Rick Bellegarde clipping a neat ball into the box in the direction of Jorgen Strun-Larsen, who jumped highest and steered a bullet header from the centre of the box into the left-hand side of the goal, leaving Aaron Ramsdale with no chance of stopping it. So Southampton 0, Wolves 1, 25 minutes gone there. 25 minutes gone here, 1 apiece. 4 attempts for Brighton Hove Albion compared to 2 at Manchester City. 2 shots on target apiece, and 1 apiece the scoreline here at the Etihad in the Premier League on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service. Minter inside the box of Brighton, chips the ball up, looking to find Pedro around the penalty spot, but Stefan Ortega is going to come out and comfortably collect that in the Manchester City goal. It cycles it out towards the left and towards Dogu, who drives past Belieber and then goes down to the ground. It's a free kick to Manchester City and a yellow card for the Brighton and Hove Albion man, who has been signalled by Simon Hooper, who at the tug of the shirt was enough to give away the free kick and the yellow cards in his opinion. In the Championship, Derby have doubled their lead at home park against Plymouth Argyle, 2-0 to Paul Warne's side there. And Burnley have also doubled their lead at the Swansea.com stadium against Burnley. More on that in a second. Doku feeds through Haaland, but cleared away instantaneously on the edge of the box by Van Hecker. Picked up by Diego Gomez, but recovered by Rico Lewis on the halfway. Kuznov will fire it back in towards the possession of Stefan Ortega in the Manchester City goal, who looks around for options. And will fire the ball out, clip it out towards the right-hand side. But it's one back by Brighton. Gomez out in towards the path of Rutter, who turns with his back to goal. Fires the ball out towards Minter. Dead ball line, right-hand side, edge of the box. Crosses the ball in, comes off for Josko Gavardio, and it'll go out of play for a Brighton and Hove Albion corner out on the right-hand side as they attack.